In a quiet, tranquil forest, where morning sunlight poured through the leaves like golden ribbons, lived a humble turtle named Tamir. He wasn't quick like the deer, or bold like the fox. He moved slowly, thought carefully, and spoke only when he needed to. He never rushed, not even when storms threatened or shadows hinted at danger. Because of this, many animals dismissed him. The monkeys laughed at his slow steps, calling him the slowest creature in the woods. The deer found him boring, and the birds believed loudness and speed were the only true signs of courage. But Tamir never felt the need to defend himself. He listened more than he spoke, watched more than he reacted, and lived with a sense of stillness that came from deep understanding. One hot summer, something unusual began to happen. Streams that once sparkled with cool water dried into cracked trails of dust. Trees shed their leaves early, their branches growing bare. Fruit spoiled on the vine, and the air grew thick and uneasy. Panic spread like wildfire. The fast animals ran everywhere looking for answers. The loud ones argued and blamed one another, and some creatures simply fled, convinced disaster was coming. But Tamir stayed calm. He observed the sky, touched the dry soil, and sniffed the changing wind. He remembered old stories his grandmother had told him, stories about when the forest lost its balance and called silently for help. Guided by these memories, Tamir began to dig. Slowly, steadily, and purposefully, he carved a shallow trench through the forest floor. His goal was simple: to guide fresh water from a hidden mountain spring back toward the dying heart of the forest. Of course, most animals mocked him. "What good is one turtle's little ditch?" barked a fox. "You'll grow old before you get anywhere," scoffed a squirrel. But Tamir didn't argue. He just kept digging. Day after day, he worked quietly, his labor carrying the weight of patience and wisdom. One night, disaster struck. A real wildfire ignited at the edge of the woods. Dry leaves crackled as flames devoured everything they touched. Animals screamed and scattered in terror, lost in the smoke and chaos. Through the darkness and fear, Tamir stepped forward, steady and unshaken. He guided a frightened group of animals toward his trench, the very ditch they had all laughed at. But now it was damp, cool, and safe. The water he had redirected had revived the soil, and thick green plants had grown, forming a natural barrier the fire struggled to cross. By sunrise, the flames died down, unable to leap past the moist earth that Tamir's quiet labor had created. What began as a simple trench had become a path to survival. The fast animals had exhausted themselves, the loud ones had panicked. But Tamir, with his calm and consistent actions, had saved lives. When rain finally returned days later, the forest gathered around him, not with laughter, but with respect and gratitude. A young deer asked him softly, "Tamir, what made you keep working when the rest of us were shouting or afraid?" Tamir looked up at the peaceful sky and replied, "Storms don't test who is the loudest or the quickest. They test who remains steady. Calmness is not weakness, it is clarity. Quiet strength can shape the world in ways noise never can." From that day forward, the forest changed. The animals learned to listen more and rush less. They learned to see strength in stillness and to value thoughtful action over impulsive noise. And though Tamir continued to move slowly, he walked with a quiet power. The whole forest finally understood proof that the calmest heart often carries the greatest strength. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like and subscribe for more.